Welcome to Rocket Ship. I'm redoing this video. The quality should go up. I'm reviewing a geopolitics channel, I guess. Talking about and exploring different countries. The dude himself is from Georgia, which is why he reveals his face when talking about his country. It's very interesting. But I would still consider this like a faceless channel, and it's not something we have tried before, right? We tried Annoying Orange and Rosanna Pansino. This still counts as a face on a fruit, but we don't even have that. Mostly everything else is music related. So this is very, very different from what I ever intended to review in my life. I just bumped into this channel because of South Korea. Let's play the clip of the rocket ship baby steps at 1.5 speed. Because there's a lot of things I am not interested in. Welcome to Rocket Ship. I'm redoing this video. Whoa. The YouTube channel we're gonna run away to does not have a face. It's not like Poppy, Annoying Orange, or Rosanna Pansino. They don't have a face even on the fruit. And there's a lot of channels like that popping up. And it's a good time to do a rocket ship video because there's a lot of drama and I'm trying to escape that mentally. It's fucking exhausting. We're going to dive into geopolitics, and it does not require you to have a face to break down news and interesting material. In fact, if it's like highly edited, often it is hard to just take footage of your face. We have these two channels, not one, two channels working side by side pretty much in a different. I would say that GATTSU is the better one, and I'm seeing the confirmation of that in real time. We're gonna get more confirmation. We watch one of GATTSU video, one Geopoid, and we just keep bouncing around. And so potentially I can't watch this guy anymore. Who knows? Who knows, man? But again, we're here to learn somewhat about Europe, mostly. I feel like. We'll see. And that's generally what happened so far. We can potentially detect which one is better by heart. I'm not gonna make them compete against each other. Well, unfortunately, I've noticed what's better. Let's pretend they're buddies, because I was hoping that there's nobody better, especially when, like, one has more subscribers, like you would imagine. But there's this going on. This guy created the channel for the sole purpose of focusing on this geopolitical stuff. So it technically had a kickstart to his career, right? I would imagine. This took a while to like solidify, and to me, this is like a more genuine, evolving channel, and not just like purely for monetary reasons created, right? It doesn't feel fake. So it's cool. At 100 subscribers, so if you subscribe and we reach 100 subs, I do Kara. A little bit of incentive. Kara is gonna be special because it's K-pop drama time. The inspiration for this episode, pretty much, because I am heavily invested in like K-pop, and I wanted to like uncover this drama. I like digging graves, guys. Surrounding South Korea, because I'm suffering from drama myself, so I kind of know what to do generally. As an what to suspect. Anomaly, producing so much content by force, almost like slavery. And I feel like this is the pinnacle of all the drama, is that even the cute... Yeah, Korea is making a content farm, in a way. Like, they treat everything as slavery. That in that case, in those Asians, bro, everything is slavery to them. It's like, if Americans want pop music, we're gonna fucking farm it real hard. Nicest things will still die in Korea. Like, there's no mercy in that place. It is suicide, but it's still a question mark, you know? Like, we can't just settle down on death and just like, oh, it's that thing. That doesn't work. And suicide is, by default, a question mark of, like, what pressures a person to do that at all. All right, that's crazy. If you respect something... And what happened to Kara afterwards? Like, there's a whole timeline of music videos and everything, sort of, like, putting things together would be interesting. You don't settle down for easy solution. You look through every... Ignore the Eurovision anomaly thing. I didn't change it, guys. Direction. I forgot. And every angle. And just reviewing Kara might actually give us, you know, a lot of clues of what to do next. And maybe my main channel is going to expand on that because K-pop drama is on the line. 2025, baby. That's what we're going to be doing. On my main channel. Uncovering K-pop drama. which could actually entangle more than South Korea and its geopolitical influence, and the fact that Samsung controls. Just the fact that I discovered this channel, it feels like there's gonna be more discoveries to be made with K-pop drama for some reason. I can't back it up though. There's gonna be a lot of that, so I hope you're ready. But K-pop drama will have a whole year to evolve, so stay tuned. Absolutely. Thing that I have never covered, a faceless channel, and in fact we have two. And how long we can dig through this, and where are we gonna go? Because there's a lot of content. There's only 100 videos, but I don't know. I'm definitely not watching all of them. Maybe most popular. We're gonna switch to that soon. My biggest geopolitical thing is that I divide the map into certain categories. Categories of major cultural shifts. So America is a big place, right? And also incredibly rich. Who knows what exactly America is? Is this just the upper part or everything? Then you have Europe, you have Russia, you have China. And that's it. The rest are more of anomalies than anything else. Australia and Africa, to me, are anomalous. Antarctica, especially. That kind of, I was able to tie into something else. So levels of difficulty, like it's slightly more difficult to live in Europe. And it's hard to tell why, maybe, to some people, but to me it's now easy to understand why Europe is like a shitty place in a way. A second world country. Like you would prefer to live in America, unless something bad happens to you. I don't know. You'll see or if you watch this guy, he actually said broke a bunch of times when describing Eastern Europe. This country's broke, this country's broke. Yeah. It's definitely not America, okay? Question. You have to get that free healthcare, which is never free to anyone ever. Healthcare is not really a scam, it's just something you're supposed to avoid. You should take care of your The rolled map. Sorry guys, this might be inaccurate. That's your priority, major priority. The rolled. Take care of that, you're gonna get. But that's on me, bro. I feel like I misspelled. Did you mean world? Nah, bro. We're rolled. Obliterated by the world. You know, your leg is missing. You might be in a crocodile's mouth the next day. That's just the consequence of not being healthy and not taking care of yourself. Yeah, health is your responsibility. That one thing which is health is your responsibility to take care of yourself. That's you connected with God himself, right? So trying to give that responsibility to someone else is the most, inhumane thing in a way. Like you actually have to avoid, unless you get in trouble. The reason why in Europe healthcare is free is because you're probably already in deep trouble. If you need healthcare, you need to talk to someone, basically. Like, that's why it's free. Because people would normally spend a lot of time alone and isolated. So it's a good time to like, hey, come in, let me check it out, what's going on here. That sort of fucking behavior. But it's not free for some magical reason or just like a luxury event. No. People just respect when you get hurt because we're not social. We're not social, so if you got hurt and there's some kind of problem brewing, some kind of trauma, like, it has to be solved. The only thing that does not put you in a crocodile's mouth is government. The government is trying to save you and give you welfare and all that shit. So you. Well, now it sounds like propaganda. What I just said. Missing leg, take care of yourself, but you won't be able to have a satisfying life anymore. But take care of yourself. But yeah, like usually taxpayers achieve some kind of government welfare, and that's actually pretty good sometimes. If you want to live, geez. So there's a lot of very weird things that are yet to be discovered and fully understood because it takes the right perspective. Like I have unique opinions because I search for the right perspective of what really fucking hits the mark. It's easy to connect the dots, but it does not do much overall. Like you can connect all the dots and make a video about it. It's not gonna hit you. I completed a game, and you just make a video about it. But do you want to be really hit by something really struck? Unless you connect the dots in a very particular pattern. And then you see the pattern and it's like, what? How did that happen? I see this pattern too. How did this happen? Did you see it? Like, just this alone, a different way to connect the dots. Most people can't do it. Most people just skip that part. It's too hard for them to find the correct perspective on things. How many patterns are there all of a sudden? Like, all of a sudden, something that is just connect the dots idea could be anything. This could be anything now. With the right perspective, You get just more knowledge overall. So it is a good thing to do to just search people. So yeah, this video is very much tangled in drama. And uncover, just passion to uncover what is Europe in general, because again, that's the action will circulate over the place that has like the most diverse cultures technically, and yet still border each other. People who have ability to present ways, so you never run out of things to do, you never get bored. It's the worst thing that can happen. Even to me, like I'm sort of like pushing out this rocket ship video because I sort of have no plans because like I didn't plan anything. Okay, it's not that I don't have it; I didn't plan anything. I can probably skip this part, but usually my priority is not to do planned videos, but to do videos that I want to do in that moment. This one is a little bit planned towards, and I'm like excited in that moment. But even like I can't even talk about it on Rocket Ship because almost every video is sort of planned. Is actually the opposite is true when I'm like really passionate to review some person. It's not gonna happen too much. This is more of a chill place to look at content and hope it's good. Otherwise, it's funny when it's bad because you expect like a person with million subscribers to do a good job, but they failed. And I'm just discovering that thing, so like I'm in the right place, feeling the right way. Eastern Europe explain. Let's go, bro. I mean, all right, we'll see. Right, we'll see. And it's a tier list. He should have put that on a title. It would actually harvest more views, I imagine. So for now, I watched the South Korea thing. We're not gonna rewatch it. You can find it on my main channel. There's a little bit of follow-up though from another channel. So one by one, we bounce around and see how far GATTSU will go. I don't think we need to make a second button. It's just GATTSU, bro. Especially when it has fucking Geopoid. It has yes, GATTSU, guys. GATTSU, boys. We're not gonna switch to any other name because he's the leader so far, and Geopoid. Actually, like, Geopold, by the way, actually was featured in his videos, and they tend to be friendly with each other, so that's great. He can just tag along. It's a very, very similar channel. But I feel like just from the thumbnails, you can tell that it's a little bit more excessive and, you know, brain rotty in a way. Like, this editing is kind of brain rot or on the edge of that. And you can probably tell maybe this has more of that. So I will pick one name out of the two. I'm not gonna combine the names, even though they actually start with a G. So that was close. All right, that was close.
It might all be his fault. I'm gonna focus on cover. You should defo go watch his vid after this because it's so good. It inspired me to make this. Anyway.
And it inspired me. And it inspired him to tag along. It's beautiful. All right. Rocket ship. We're both.
As you may have army that Korea's most famous.
That's crazy, bro. That's just reality, bro. Of like level 4 country, you just feel like a slave the whole time. You have things to do, so the moment you hit real life status of freedom, this is the shit you have to do. Serve army and do K-pop. Here you go. You travel across the world and escape. Well, good for you. You haven't missed anything. You're just on top of everyone else, going through the toughest parts of life there is, and now you can just chill somewhere else. Except if you decide to go to Australia for some reason. What the fuck is wrong with you? Yeah, if you survive Asian lifestyle, you're gonna be fine. You have lived a lot of life. Absolutely.
Allowed the chairman of Samsung to be pardoned and released from prison.
It's scary because like this is not what's gonna scare you. The major news? No, it's the nitty gritty, bro. Of how many Americans are scared that their children gonna be in a mass shooting. Oh my god, it has a face now. I was wrong.
To type some question or all of.
Not only has a face, it has a mustache on top of that face.
Sure yes, this is a sponsor, but I do genuinely think everyone should get a VPN. And with over 38 million users, CyberGhost VPN is the most recommended.
What? First time I hear this thing. You know what? We gotta count score at this point. Shit. I got offended, bro. GATTSU immediately.
when he got voted in. Parliament have been vetoing Yoon's laws since 2022 when he got voted in. This says a lot, okay? The laws would really have to be pretty fucking bad for...
No. To me, Asia, you cannot trust Asia. Everyone is hungry for power. So if they can veto a law, veto a change is a little bit more power. It's like a blocking the president type of thing. Just allowing something to happen is zero power, exercise. It's like, okay, president is right. No, everyone is fighting everyone else for power. It's just a never-ending bullshit in Asia. So of course, when you become president in Asian country, guess what people gonna do? Block your ass. They're gonna exercise their powers and steal from everyone. It's just a wrong take we just got, okay?
This says a lot.
In fact, this is the most replayed part, and it's a bad take.
Of Korea. Yoon's houses might seem like nothing, but all-time fucking low. 90 is like power over the nation, so he could finally pass his insane fascist laws with...
I mean, that makes sense, that he was increasingly more frustrated and attempted martial law. Now, it would be nice to actually, listen to a couple examples of what those laws would look like.
No one in parliament said protesters to concentrate North Korea.
Damn, bro.
Right? Well, actually...
By the way, I hope I am learning something new and maybe changing my perspective. But usually when I solidify something, it's gonna stay there forever. There does seem like maybe president is like a puppet to take advantage of and take power from and basically feel good about when he gets impeached and all that shit. It gets weird, man. If you don't know the culture entirely and its history, it's very difficult to actually fully see what's exactly going on. And I don't know the full context of South Korea history, so I'm yet to learn a lot of things, guys. What people are trying to achieve here. I can watch Japanese porn, though.
Complimentary.
Yep. And Japanese porn is a whole nother dimension, bro, of porn. If you watched anything but Japanese porn, you only got 50% of the material. Of all that female sludge that is out there. I feel like. It's a very likely thing because they just make that much content. And that content is very different. Very different, bro. I have bumped into it and it's just, I don't even want to mention, bro. But it's just like... I have bumped into it at a very young age and I'm like, what? You can do that? It gives you a peek into Asian culture. And that is sort of like a nice world of Japan is secretly not very nice. Alright? Secretly, everything is a pan. Every girl is so... Yeah, you get cooked and then you get fucking eaten. All your innocence, everything just gets gobbled, bro. For pleasure, basically. That's what it's looked like. We inject capitalism and try to make a level 4 country look nice, but of course it's going to have an underground... Again, PewDiePie and Marcia traveling to Japan, they will never witness anything dirty about the country. It's going to be a clean experience for them because they're a couple. They don't need relationships outside. Like, Marcy is not gonna be fucking marrying a Japanese man anytime soon and getting completely obliterated, by their culture and predatory nature, I imagine. So I think K-pop drama is gonna touch all across the world. A lot of predators gonna be revealed when K-pop drama solidifies. Who knows, man? It's gonna be crazy. Functioning. And Japan is actually actively trying to be nicer, so people don't catch up on all the underground activity that's going on. But at the same time, they're giving us the anime girls, which have a life of their own. So, yeah, South Korea is pretty weird. Japan is pretty weird. God knows where else can we go from here, right? South Korea is the opposite. It doesn't even let you connect to porn in any way. Like, everything's illegal in that sense. And it's not very much mentioned here, I would say. Yeah, if they want to produce maximum amount of pop content, they cannot allow women to do porn. That will allow them to scoop up a lot of women into the industries of entertainment or other. K-pop is basically so potent that it is porn in a way. So I'm like, yep, I'll take it. Quite a revealing thing because porn, in a way, is the major industry for women. It's almost like the search for simps industry. Because yeah, this if you searching for sims, this is where you're gonna end up. It's like, I suck your dick for cash. Only if you're really brain dead, you're just gonna do everything for women just to do that pleasurable thing that's not actually pleasurable if the woman doesn't actually love you back. So it's just kind of like a messed up psychological. Yeah, it's not worth to be a simp. You should not give money to women. They don't deserve it, you know? Unless they actually love you, then yes, it's a sign of love. Like, I can't stand between that. But if it's just a sign of just prostitution, acting, I would say, and projecting onto the world. Get out of here. It's the porn is a clown world, but I'm glad it exists. We get to look at it. Weird, bro. And laugh at it or enjoy it in other stupid ways. That side of the world is another 50% of the world. You should get high self-esteem of watching porn because you don't have to do it. You just see it being done. It's good. It's hard work, man. To be sexually attracted and make videos about it. It's almost also brain rot, but yeah, that's where most women go. Most men just do work. They do genuine work, and they disappear out of existence, which is just as shameful, I would say, for a man to disappear and not fucking rule his country. Every man can rule his country, bro, especially when there's trouble. Fuck yeah, you can stand up, stand your ground. So they better be visible, these people. It's unbelievable, man. There's drama going on in my life, and there's not a single man who like stood up and did anything. But to some extent, all right, I could say there was a half a man, half a fucking man, and another quarter of a man. I was hoping for more, you know. I was scared for no reason in a way, but I will continue doing that. The best I can do. As a man, I don't want to talk about like things that are happening, but there's a part of the world that holds a lot of mysteries that is hard for me to even talk about because I don't have enough information, despite taking a peek at it every now and then whenever I feel like it. But I'm not drawn into it. Like no, because all right, cool. It, so that could be the next thing you watch. Who knows?
Attempted to imitate is genuinely a country where designated seats for pregnant women are regularly vandalized or unbudgingly sat on as a form of protest.
And so the 4B movement is born.
Childbirth, right?
This stuff is hard to make, and my stuff is hard to make too. So I don't get a lot of appreciation. I'm probably making too many mistakes, and like I'm not editing. Well, people don't want to listen to me yap, that's for sure. And then I pulled out this matrix to yap real hard. But this is the effort matrix. If you put effort towards something, you actually get a lot of more breathing ground for that thing, right? All of a sudden, if you put enough effort, it's not a pixelated game. It's a 3D adventure. And all I can think about is still porn, guys, right now. It's Overwatch, the ultimate game. This happened because enough people pushed effort so hard to get achievements, to get money out of it in the most reasonable, humane way possible. Those people are supposed to be respected. I still have it. The effort matrix that has all these like rewards hanging around. You just have to reach far enough to like break world records, basically. Search for things. There's a lot of world records around here, but they look like spikes, because like the moment you hit one of these, your progress resets. And maybe that's my strategy of life, to intentionally reset progress, intentionally be this kind of like a wobbly guy that does everything at the same time. I'm doing like literally every single topic, everything. I'm just scooping things up so no one will ever be able to achieve anything in life anymore. At least in this area or something like that. I'm not sure what's going on. But this effort made it just actually, inspiring yet again. Every matrix is that. So I discovered a new thing I wanted to share. And now we have a much more rounded way of talking about it. It is impeached, right? Waiting. It's not fully decided somehow. It's pending. But, yeah, whatever. Constitutional Court is going to decide, right? Like impeached at 14th. He started his shenanigan at 4th, I believe. Yeah, he got too popular, so that's why he got impeached. It's just very likely someone's. All right, bro. Absolutely, thank you. I was also hoping, like, what are the other people's role? Like, where do haters come into play into this, right? And I would imagine the haters just kind of like draw their own line of like, well, you crossed this line, so I hate you now. It draws artificial lines because they don't actually have morality. This is what I'm actually trying to do. I'm actually drawing this line personally. I'm the best professional hater. I have the moral system, the moral ground. This line defined very carefully because the real achievement that you can actually do, but every single time you touch this, you reset. It's crazy. You reset your progress. The achievement is that always there's a tiny bit of gold dust on the edge. That's the way I see this matrix of effort. This tiny bit of dust. This is why I progress through life very slowly because I'm trying to actually explore morality of like what things not to do to not get in trouble ever. To like what the limits are. How does it look like? I don't know what role this will play or if any in this video, but that's what I was doing. Very interesting stuff. We can move on to South Korea, something like that. Yeah, I watched the first video I watched was first of all this. It helped me discover GATTSU, and many others discovered GATTSU because of that. It's an easily viral moment for him, and then South Korea here too. That's what we watched just now. VPN and told everyone that everyone knows that VPN that I already forgot about. All right. Ghostbusters VPN, what was that?
Massive drug problem in Chinese society to the point where 10% of their population or 40 million people promised that Hong Kong would retain its capitalist system, legal system 23 years from now, and Hong Kong will be just another Chinese city. 3% chance of disappearing and China becoming even stronger because now they'll have disappearing in the future is more than likely.
The next video is countries disappearing. Here it is. Countries that will disappear
People will just sadly pass away.
or are threatened by disappearance. We will definitely find a lot of things during those 100 years that could, tilt history. And we have to save South Korea. There's no way we can let them not make babies. Illegal, bro.
Of all the weight, they announced.
Although awareness would not let them, just like put people through suffering. But everything is evolving. Even the third world countries or the fourth world's Asian world. I mean, everything's still evolving to some extent, right? And life gets easier now. Once we fight for enough human rights, we can save South Korea. It's a beautiful thing. We can fight for human rights in North Korea too, if we find the right way to do it. God damn, bro. You skip 69.
Will always be basically Romania with the official language Moldova to rejoin Romania with 50% of the reason why Taiwan will disappear is by Taiwan for their biolabs, and all of them use computer chips. 90% of all the most advanced computer chips that get made in the world are made on this island. It is having
it's crazy
to Europe in exchange for.
It's crazy. They have a very similar amount of videos as well. It's just something went horribly wrong. I saw her discover, right? Missing somehow. He got outcompeted despite being the better choice at the moment. I see nothing. Video. Yeah, it was a steal on Geopolt's part. Maybe he was like 3 months deeper into it and already making up like a head start. That's the only thing that I can explain. I'm not gonna dig too deep into it, but I feel like a head start on YouTube is still very powerful thing.
So as if China isn't already the big.
Because it solidifies your position in a community of some kind of interest community.
Biggest economy in the world, biggest army in the world, and basically the biggest superpower.
And the biggest lie in the world too. I love that part, bro. China is the biggest lie. You see, people in China are so powerful, but so disconnected from the world that the moment they're connected to the world, the moment Chinese person it comes to the world seeking for power, they will get it just by escaping China, but they will not get from the rest of the world. Like, that's disrespectful in a way in America. that is fearful, like someone wanting power, and that's just a surrender to Russia. Is like, what? You want power? Well, surrender to money, because money is power, you know? So Chinese people would not have a good time in the outside world. This is why they have this firewall going on. And they barred all the cultures from interfering with China. Like, it's, you don't understand, right? You don't understand. They do not rule the world, Chinese people. Unless they go outside, you know? Then we gonna respect, because they're pretty smart. They're pretty cool people. Flex their economy, that would just go somewhere where they can. As long as they don't seek power outside, and as long as they want to integrate themselves, have a better life than in China. That's it. Spend power, not seek power, but spend power. That's a good Chinese person. Seek power, bad Chinese person. That's how we determine easily. I don't think military is that strong if it cannot be coerced into going into war. You know, and instead would think to do something else, or just abandon their post.
In the world, them getting time. So if they start getting 90% of the world's chips as well, all my videos will be getting trans.
Yeah, military would have to go outside China. Imagine that. If China went to war with anything at all, even like North Koreans going outside North Korea just kind of showed the weird behavior that we had to talk about. They discovered porn. Oh, wow.
Just be sure about $1 billion on some politically, economic. The only country that doesn't have a border dispute with them is the big dog China, because
So yeah, Russia threatens Belarus as well.
Russia can't do anything with them territory.
I know how South Korea can make babies. They need more. They need to legalize porn, and Japan needs to, you know, suck in. just halt the. Hey Japan, please hold my porn ban for now, okay? And just for a little bit, just protect your anime girls or some bullshit like that.
June of this year.
I don't know.
Yes, for the first time.
Yeah, Belarus declaring war to Russia. I mean, that would be funny. That would be a funny thing. I don't think people would support that too much. It's like, well, you're on your own, buddy. However, I do not. My country does not want to border Russia, so yeah, we might actually support. Maybe that's gonna be the next best thing besides Ukraine kicking Russia's ass. The next best thing is Belarus kicking Russia's ass without any help. That would be crazy, bro. Crazy.
What, bro? All they have is with what, bro? All they have is like 60k military personnel and low-level puppet state either. They stationed Russian troops north of Ukraine, from which they also invaded. So Ukraine had to fight on every front. Newest picture, like it's so into UN climate change conference.
What are you thinking about?
Brother, do not involve me. I'm Georgian. I don't have shit to do with either NATO or Russia or the EU.
You not only revealed the face with mustache over here, separate channels, but a country. That's too much information.
Or anyone else. Fuck all you will stop there. You know, retaining its beautiful Middle Eastern architecture, Middle Eastern countries would be much better if they retained their traditional architecture instead of building these corporate bullshit skyscrapers. But trust me, not having heard the fucking...
Alright, let's fucking go. The real question is if this content is even watchable. Versus GATTSU, right?
So
That's the next question,
these are an
yeah.
extremely diverse group of mountainous countries in southeastern Europe with countless
We have Balkans. We're gonna focus on that.
political religion. They speak alien gibberish, also known as Macedonian, or something that insignificant about a political situation that they don't follow.
Somehow it's very difficult for me to show the GOP channel highlights. I don't know what it is. And now we have an ad for a very long time.
One thing only, they have a professional laziness contest annually where you can win thousands for doing nothing. So
It's kind of like Suicide Olympics. Like, you must understand there's different ways of committing suicide and projecting that onto the people. It's just so disgusting to hear, though. Laziness
known for being some conceivably lazy.
Tourist traps, boys, and local people traps exist as well. That definitely sounds like one of
The
those.
usual stereotype about these guys is pretty well known. They're like feminine femboys. I would say.
I'm gonna go through country by country in Europe because your vision exists, and so on my main channel. I'm investigating, but this could potentially be in a rocket ship as well. Right? Yeah, there's Eurovision, and Eurovision is different style of content. Going country by country, but only because it's appeared in Eurovision. If I find enough artists, or a good artist just like Kino, right? I will review it on a rocket ship. So things that evolve from Eurovision into rocket ship, that's a pretty big deal, right? It piqued my interest. But the overall view, like, you can find on my main channel the Eurovision things to reveal some cultural facts, I guess. Some interesting ways people performed in Eurovision from certain countries. Something gonna get revealed, but yeah, it's gonna remain on my main channel, if anything. That's just the way I decided.
5s and BC as well. You know, someone's got to be buying. Everyone knows I f with Greek people, man. These guys truly have some of the best vibes ever because it's the fairest way. Single Balkan hates on North Macedonia, man. I swear to God. It's like the one thing that unites all these ununitable people. So
It might be nice to like watch one of these episodes before I do Eurovision review over a specific country.
I guess the only thing these guys are known for around the world is these type of YouTube videos. There really was just one period different in every way. I mean, I guess because they might last so long.
I mean, yeah, a rocket ship like this, reviewing GATTSU, could inspire us to check out a country. If there's like a super notorious country popping out, I might make a Eurovision video about it on my main channel. So,
Different part of the world.
Eastern Europe, boys. It's as popular as Western Europe. Just a little bit more because it's more mysterious, guys. I am from Eastern Europe. Thank you very much. And we're gonna watch this. Only the latest and the greatest.
Just want to say I am very disappointed in the entire world. From Monsters Inc. looking at Spider from Monsters Inc. looking at. So fuck the European Union and fuck the United States, you fucking capitalist pigs.
Shit, actually, it's relevant to you guys too because we're talking about different countries, and I'm like, I have uncovered this. So as a European, I bump into people right now, women that flex that, oh, my child is fearful of you, and it's like, what? That's the most confusing and stupidest thing that anyone can say, but it contains the word fear. And incredibly common, as if children are not supposed to fear anyone. Oh, this is not a tight community, bro. This is not a tight. We haven't settled our relationships at all. Some new fucking degenerate comes in and just like ruins my life, bro. This is part of the drama. To discover this, that's what I pooped out, including with diarrhea, though. So it's like, wow, that's cool. That's what women do, by the way. Like, they have nothing else to say. They just fucking dig fear as best as they can. They just fucking dig, bro. They asking to get fucking cut into pieces of this. Like, holy shit, man. Because I don't want this to be the fucking topic. I don't want them to even talk, like, because... Well, I do want to talk. I do want to settle, but they just keep extending the BM. It gets really ugly. It's the way to burn order. That's what they're trying to do. It's the greatest provocation of all time. These are the ways to level yourself down. If you don't follow these... This shit is badass to learn, because this is what defines those regions of level 1, level 2, level 3 cultures. Alright? Forget about third world countries. There's actual borders of what levels look like. Europe is level 2 in terms of hardships, okay, and hard life. But if you get ahead of you, you will get free healthcare. You will get away from mortgages, very likely, or high taxes. You'll find some safe haven deep down into like these hardcore lifestyles. In Russia, unfortunately, you'll find a lot of freedom. Yeah, you can do anything in Russia. Who wouldn't want to do that? If you want anarchy, Russia welcomes you in, but they will take advantage of you at the same time, you know? They'll look at you really closely of what you do. Your life is going to get that much worse. So you can be disrespectful. Pretty bad, like probably most people. Anyway, so I think that's enough for that. Yeah, go over there, but you will feel like a nobody, you know? Bender? Okay. Wow. Now you're going to be a Chinese person. Congratulations. You surrender. Yes, if you do immoral things, you will level up by accident. What you want to do as a single person, you would probably want to go to a place where everyone respects each other and then allows relationships to actually flourish in the maximum capacity. In Europe, you can have a relationship, but it's going to be a disrespectful type of, well, still love. You know, people can still love even if they don't respect each other. That's what it is. But it would be a lot better if you have reached levels of American status and then fell in love. Then it's more realistic and higher quality. You don't want to be connected to the rest of the world. Maybe worlds. So you can do skip, bro. Hey, what? Curse words, not give a fuck. I can call you. What the fuck? It's worse than the Matrix. It's that good, bro. It's that good. Me around like a rag doll inside my head. Like I can't take it, bro. So stressful. It creates all these like fucking question marks. So. Yes, bro. Yes. Diarrhea, guys.
Let's go, bro. This is the best.
10 rounds, I'll be keeping the scores tallied, and guys are the select few most hardcore British people.
Yeah, I don't like
Got
that.
banished away.
Convicts, yep. There we go.
Well, to what about what they care anymore?
Australia exposed. I don't know, I think you would complain about weather. There's too many crocodiles, or too many kangaroos, too many koalas, bro.
Efficient, but I've ever heard in my life. Turns out past the hour of 9 p.m. in Vienna, you're not allowed to talk outside. You legally have to whisper. And this
Let's go.
pub has a... I think I know. Shootout number...
You can... That's a good thing, bro. That's a good rule. Get out of here. With the GOP, okay? Like, there's no fucking way. We really heavily disagree, bro. Like, forcing people to respect each other for the time being until we sleep. The sleep has to be respected. Across the world has to be respected. Sleep, except in South Korea, apparently. They try to disrespect sleep so fucking hard. But yeah, like, there's some things that have to be respected. There's some things that have to be feared. It's just a natural thing. So, like, you would naturally have to fear a person that's 10 times stronger than you, right? 10 times stronger, you fear. 100 times stronger, you respect, and you fucking do whatever it takes to not get on their bad side. To just be, like, on average, a nice person to them. Ugh. You're being serious, right? Sure is good, bro. And take that as a personal insult at this point.
To weather. Now, meaning one step outside, you'll be pulverized to a crisp. I'm thinking about the Aussie sun, but at least they got AC, which I can confirm.
Yeah, I don't know.
35-degree Vienna. Australia declared war on a species of bird and lost. So...
Yeah, wildlife wins.
So my degree shootout number 5 is inbreeding. Now,
damn. This is the scary one.
interests are the goats of inbreeding. The
What? It's Austria?
Habsburg family rule. Infamous Habsburg. Now you might be thinking, how could Australia even come close to competing with this elite strain of world-renowned inbreeding? Well, I present to you Tasmania. These out number 7. Are they actually real? So some of you must.
Yeah, pretty sure Australia does not exist.
Honestly, now I'm sure there's some famous Austrian guy this list is missing it, and that, ladies and gentlemen, makes the score even. So
not really. Again, knowing that Australia was made up of convicts and simply evolved from that point forward makes Australia extremely sus. Not just the Vegemite thing, but now there's more. There's more. It's literally a place where you can live, apparently, but it's fake. It does not exist as a cultural world to visit. You should be fearful of Australia so fucking much. It's outside of bounds of sanity at this point. You're dealing with Animal Kingdom now. You know,
it all comes down. All taste of.
Okay, we're not doing that. Oh, it's disgusting. So far, GATTSU just deserves to be the name of the button, actually. And absolutely. Or something. You don't. Yes, like, discovering the old videos. Not despite having more videos. He actually. Mm-hmm. Very interesting. So, I'm not. I guess they still had the same amount of time, though. It's gonna be a nice battle between them, unfortunately. Prep content. Very interesting. Oh shit. I can finally. It's sometimes better to watch underdogs rising. Is so much more satisfying because they have the speed of growth that the other channels do not.
But in reality, parts of the world, Czechs have gets A tier. Today's sponsor is Private Internet Access VPN.
Oh, another one that's like really popular. Am I right? All right, one die. Well, it deserves to be in a 40-minute video. Completely justified. A year later, we're here. Yeah, 666, let's go.
is based
While Geopol just spams
on the
ads.
true story of a Serbian man where Hungarians such as Hungarians migrated from Asia and brought some good ass food with them. First $10 is 3,600 is their currency because you never know how much you're paying for something because $10 is 3,620 forints. So if these issues did not exist, it would easily be an S tier.
I don't know why this exists, but oh my god, I hate looking at it. This graphic, there's some reused graphics and the fucking angry man screaming, bro. Oh, that's an ad. Scream crying, bro. I never thought I wanted to avoid as if it's
Running
played.
their countries mount bad salaries, countries in Europe and
European countries that I've been to before. Places that I have first-hand
They collabed, guys. What the fuck?
experience of that one out.
It's crazy how I feel like it's not gonna be a one-time thing. I think South Korea is gonna make me bump into more channels like that. We'll see, alright?
$1 billion and it's nowhere near complete dollars and it's
Wait.
Like, does this guy get out? How the fuck does this guy get out? What the train I caught tragically crashed Dingleberry.
Wait, of course he gets the points for making a collab.
useful for the locals. It's already cost $1 billion and
It's hard to keep track of which country is being talked about.
it's nowhere near complete. Just so you know, Montenegro's GDP is $6 billion, so they've spent a good part of their economy on this one road alone. A lot of
Roads. Thank God it's not railway, because that would be even funnier, bro. But so
this
stupid.
price inflation was, but all Tallinn residents can use the public transport for free. They got cool plus
Tallinn, Estonia.
free healthcare.
Estonia gets S tier, look at that.
Yeah, use it, or however that saying goes. And Estonians are Baltic.
I can't wait to get some spotlight on my country soon. Right?
It goes into B tier for broke. Being goes into B tier. Being Lithuanian is not easy, okay? Here's how the schedule goes. Wake up, go on. See, guys, Lithuania used to be a very big country, but they have the oldest language in Europe, the highest alcohol consumption.
Not a lot has been said, to be honest. Just a lot of empty compliments.
The events of health positive.
Yeah, we're kind of just a sad country without identity or anything, so. And just scary, I guess. I don't know.
Expect
Lithuania mentions is a meme we have.
about their country left.
Oh, I forgot to replace that. Here we go. That's more like it. I have 160% of stress as an excuse for this mistake. Yeah, I feel like Lithuania is like most chill country to the point where it loses identity because it's about to do something cool, hopefully. Maybe I'm cool, you know. Maybe I'm that. We are hoping to do cool things, alright? We're hoping to take out some territory. Anyways.
Bulgaria gets C tier, most payment. Kosovo has
The YouTube channel we're gonna run. Alright, boys, it is time to continue from that point. We have 13 minutes still? I haven't saved any time. Our position is sub 600. But I will fill up the whole hour with content, and that's a big thumbs up. Meaning that we might actually return to GATTSU at some point. Eastern Europe's Dubai, let's go.
reminded of Qatar or Dubai. Me and my country of Georgia, and good food and having the most dictators worldwide per capita.
Again, don't you appreciate the format that these people put together? It's just fascinating.
Secretly ruling the world.
Just trying to entertain geopolitics. A pretty educational topic, but yet entertain that.
The city resembles Dubai, but to me,
Americans got some luxury videos to scoop up from this channel, is what I'm
it
saying.
was literally a fucking Trump Tower to be built in Batumi. Here is Donald Trump with the ex-president, all these other skyscrapers. Fly to Batumi, get a hotel, eat some khachapuri, damn, this shit good as fuck. Go rest at the sea, buy an iPhone, take some cool pictures with the iPhone they got, and then fly back to Turkey. And all that would be like $600 cheaper than if you just bought an iPhone in Turkey. And also rich as the United Arab Emirates. And instead of F, just put us as cooked. I can't lie. One of the most corrupt countries in Europe. They're basically European North. Yes, he has been in power since 1994. Casualties percentage-wise, where nearly a third of their population were casualties of the Germans. Also F tier. Well. Hey, I really appreciate the Russian Federation's devotion to staying broke. You know, it's very hard. 41% of the country's spending goes to the military. That legit to be for university.
Like it. Now look, as a Russian who lived in Georgia, raised in Georgia, I'm also gonna be biased because this country kind of saved my life a little bit, to be quite honest. And the people of Georgia helped me out a lot through my journey of escaping Russia. So I have a lot of people who don't like Kali. Georgians have mastered the art of cooking, and also Georgia actually has great views all the time.
Such as System of a Down, absolutely goated band.
I need you to run right back.
Also essentially a monarchy of oil,
What the hell is going on?
which is why they were able to grow.
What the fuck?
Mafia, okay.
It just gets crazier, bro.
Bak şurada.
Hello, Thomas Shelby, Mafia.
Mafia, okay.
Thomas Shelby.
Thomas Shelby.
Evet, Sigma.
Sigma.
Azerbaijan goes
Saying Sigma makes you cool, bro, and scary.
detail. Come on, boys. Got this DM2 videos, by the way. This country is Iceland, which gets the rank of honorary Eastern European for this
Let's go.
video. This is proved by the fact that Icelanders just make shit up so they're not bored. Around 7 to 8% of Icelanders claim that elves exist, and 400,000 people. They don't even have McDonald's there. And fish, but it's a
But they're not broke.
very good country.
Let's go.
Mosquitoes. Iceland goes into A tier.
Wow, A tier.
We're done. I'm getting flashy.
Yeah, I forgot to check some countries of Eastern Europe, but this is the Dubai thing again.
Skyscraper capital too. A lot
Nothing to do with gayness
Oh
like you in the
no!
West do.
Oh no, bro! Doing gay shit as a punishment in army, you know, and he was a recipient of that.
This was the case
punishment.
even before the light rain in Batumi. Then the city looks like this. Where the fuck is the drainage system? And also
What the hell? That's
getting
crazy.
in and out of roads that go city is extremely all you hear.
Just to say already, seal of approval, right? It's 1 hour of content that I have made, and you know I've watched 2 or 3 hours, and I wasn't disappointed. That is a big deal.
Here, actual natural
So yeah, we might see GATTSU some other time. I don't know. Next year. How about that?
climate and people seem
Where did that meme come
to be
from?
enjoying being there.
What the
I guess.
fuck?
Well, see, that was the
Do you feel like traveling? Bro?
Aegean Sea.
Crazy.
The Black Sea is Alexander Us.
I hate it. I hate clicking on this now. Oh, it's actually flag tier list.
What could all
How the fuck is it 1 hour long, bro?
It is
Let's try again, baby.
in Europe, preconceptions and race completely fucked up evaluate something's risk towards the crossing. So naturally, I stopped dead in my tracks like we do in the UK. Turns out, my generosity and submission to the authorities was offensive to these guys. The 5 rules literally take higher precedent than the police themselves. Regarding my, they are
No, that makes no fucking sense, bro. You're literally putting yourself in danger if you go in front of a car, let alone police. What the
themselves.
fuck?
Regarding
That's insanity.
my
to me,
and
bro.
there's a bin with all the special recycling sections in it. Germans could literally partake in the freakiest, fucking, most illegal, immoral, insane shit your brain could ever comprehend, and then refuse to throw their glass bottle in the wrong part. German baller. I've been to both these ice of shit. I paid €30 for a burger. Fucking quid for 20 quid a night. Switzerland especially though is very well known for being ultra expensive and very decent fines for crossing the jaywalk, and people follow you and jaywalk as well. You get their fines added to yours because like you instigated it.
Oh my. Why?
Particularly for the YouTube employees, what hurt.
Place a bet on when these numbers meet together. I like that part.
Tourists do in their land. Designer clothes, thick, permanently stereotype for me. Who
Portugal is indeed Eastern Europe, and as a
Let's finish this.
For the roll.
Oh my god, it makes me uncomfortable.
it's just unfortunate.
You know what? Let's spend time here.
The fuck up, you're disturbing the neighbors. 4 times, including show them a 5-bedroom apartment renting in an extremely gorgeous city for less than $1,000. Achieve this is so simple. Made up of city-owned flats.
What the hell?
That's or corporate housing is a basic right. Housing because they reach $60,000 a year, you qualify salary in the United States. This is because they
Let's go, baby. We got that. We got that.
good, cheap apartments. They have the city or by 1,000 new social housing apartments are built every year and around. I would also like to thank the Austrian government for being so transparent about where they're spending their money. There's a website where you can literally see where and what percent of
What the fuck is Austria is turning into an anomaly that we were searching
their
for?
money goes to what Turkey knows is
Wait. Poppy. Look at that. There's a video about Poppy.
Original, or to mix her weird YouTube videos with her music, which is mostly just uplifting pop. So
Uplifting pop, bro. Bro identified.
like, how does this comparison
But, yes, and, she definitely degenerated, from that.
This is the quote. I am Latina, among other things, so I have pretty dark hair. But then she stands, and while the video is extremely cool that I speak
Artist. There was even
one of Poppy's items, it seems
Just reading this fucking stupid comment, it shows that Poppy left a shitty relationship, you know? Whatever that thing. I mean, if that was not obvious, this is so much more obvious now. A dude who repeats dog shit and repeats sentences in general as if like his brain is glitched up.
and I'm grateful that I think his statement explains everything.
What?
There is no for more context of people calling her and literally beefing with everyone she has ever interacted with, right? She just has her own
Nah, it's fine to beef. That's drama. That's one way to relationship. You know?
career. Goodbye.
Or that's like the way relationships work for a very long time. The only way you can unprivatize your relationship is by turning it into drama. And then you can solidify it in the end. So there's a little bit of a weird style of videos, isn't there? See how crazy it is? Just because he's doing the variety content, he is cut in half. That is somehow thin on YouTube. What's gonna be the final thing to watch? I always wanted to make a country. Horrible jobs we all worked. I was hoping for this to be personal somehow.
We could travel the world over.
Yeah, he's trying to sing, guys. What the hell?
Your sass got me.
Sad boys. Wait. Oh, never mind. Or is it? No, it's just Reddit.
Make you my.
Wait, that's a femboy? That's crazy, dude. That's probably the most unbelievable shit ever. I don't know, man. We dug a little bit too deep. How about this one? Everything's extremely toxic for you. You must run.
Works like this. First fault, which from what I've deciphered works like this. First you get the funny, then meme, then your insecurity, then hot girls or men, which can also count as insecurity, and then memes, and then the sixth one would most likely be this is a sign, like a random letter popping up and saying that she's the one. Every weirdest thing is that 18-year-old girls are getting BBL surgeries, which has the highest death rate in cosmetology. One if you look better.
Damn, your ass can kill you.
And
Dead
don't
ass,
really blame
dead
anyone
ass.
for not feeling positive, and how many are negative, how many make you
Did you see that? Scroll 50 and how many positive. I've done all of this. My TikTok is very good.
feel better, and young man still am. You will inevitably arrive at witches. Witch talk, as it's called, is where people share crystals, tarot card readings, spells, and
Yeah. I mean, TikTok itself is a vortex where you can just end up in a shithole.
magic. Like for now,
End up getting beaten by Poppy. Beefed by Poppy.
believe fucking Einstein to realize that you can't reality shift. Some people think it's lucid dreaming, but others
Let's call it ego projection. How about that? You always have fantasy, you always have to know what to do with like the money that would get struck by lightning into your pockets. What would you do if you had 100K? Because all of a sudden, like, your life wouldn't get better. your life would have a problem to solve, and then maybe it would get better afterwards. I wouldn't know what to do with 100K. I wouldn't know what to do with any amount of money. Besides trying to escape shitty ass fucking neighborhoods, that's for sure. Mainly because I'm lazy, kind of. Yeah, but that's the reality shifting is not actually a thing. However, in the dream world, lucid dream, that you can meet some crazy people, you know, and bond even closer than your ego. Your ego already sending messages to the world of you being prepared towards certain special events, you growing in awareness and care for others. In the dream world, you got confirmation that you have reached something. So yeah, spiritual mindset is not exactly stupid.
The way this is done, a good meditation is very basic. Any other
And yet, I barely got a few TikToks that's like spiritual. I try to stay away from that shit because people don't know what the fuck they're talking about most of the time.
thing. So do yourself a favor and delete the
No, you can keep TikTok. Someone else will delete it for you. Almost. Yeah. I do disagree on that part. I do disagree on just him being a fucking sludge content creator. The brain rot, right? So, of course, brain rot is gonna chase him and he's gonna be like, oh, TikTok. Yes. Sorry, dude. See you guys next time. And subscribe to this channel. You know? This channel. I don't know if you can subscribe to me.